Hello, welcome back to Ode to Venus. My name is Michelle, and this is where I do tough love tarot readings with some other stuff. You can check it out in my videos. So, I want to preface this reading with a trigger warning. I am a tough love tarot reader. I will only read you what you need to hear, and I will never sugarcoat things, and I will never twist things into a false positive. I intentionally make my readings this way because I believe it's a lot more productive than if I were to fill you with false hope or tell you something is coming when it isn't, because I truly believe that change starts from inside of us. So if we can't look inside, nothing outside is going to come in that we want or that we're ready for. So, tough love, no sugarcoating, no false positives. I'm very, very blunt. If you are not into any of these things, please do not watch this reading. I am not the reader for you, okay? Also, this is a general reading for the public, so if you would like a more personalized reading, the links are in the description below. But because this one is more general, just take what resonates with you and leave what does not resonate. You know your situation better than I, so use your discernment in that case. And one last announcement, I just started a Patreon. So if you want to support this channel, there are a few different tiers that you can choose from. Everyone who joins the Patreon is going to get early access to these general readings. I'm thinking I'm going to make it like a month out, but maybe that's too far out, maybe like 15 days, depends. Maybe I'll ask people like how far out they would want it. But definitely you get early access to these readings, you get personalized things every month, and depending on what tier you choose, there's a lot of fun things that we can work together on. So yeah, all those links are going to be in the description. Let's get started. Hi Sag. All right, let's get started. If you are returning from last month, we're doing the same 4 categories. Take a big, deep breath for me. What you're avoiding, how you're bullshitting yourself and others, consequences if you don't take action, and message from your shadow self. And then this month, I'm doing a combo of my astrology deck and my new transparent tarot deck, which I love. So we're gonna try it this way. Breathing. Give me a second here. If you want to look at the cards with me while I meditate on them, they don't fit in the shot because they're too big, sorry. But here you go. Let's just take a look at the cards together. All right. Cool. So for a lot of you, I'm just going to hold it up because the cards are kind of muddled, visually, I mean. But yeah, so what you're avoiding. Did I say the thing that I was gonna say before? My mind has just been so like weird. I'm like blanking out a lot, and it's funny because I'm holding the Gemini card right now. Oh, what I was going to say is I feel like this is definitely money related for you guys. It doesn't have to be your career or job necessarily. Maybe it could be an investment or like a side gig or some kind of business that you're trying to build from the ground up. But yeah, definitely money related for you this month. So what you're avoiding, Gemini, I think, and the Judgment card. So you guys are avoiding making some kind of big decision. Could be going back to school, but I really think this has something to do with other people. Maybe it's a business partner. Like maybe you are, I'm getting for some of you that you are torn on whether or not to work with this person, and you're trying to Maybe it's like, for example, maybe it's like your friend wants to start a business with you or something, but you don't want to like mix business and friends together, and you haven't been able to have the heart to tell your friend that because they're your friend. So it's like some kind of situation like that where you're trying to either get into or get out of some kind of business partnership. I'm gonna say, if it's not business, apply it to your thing. But you have a lot of pentacles here, so money. How you're bullshitting yourself and others. Saturn and the Knight. Nope. The King of Pentacles. So how you're bullshitting yourself and others. Maybe some of you are pretending that you have more money than you actually do. Maybe you're pretending that you have more of a higher standing than you actually do. More of like a boss kind of level energy when you don't. So this is definitely saying that like you're pretending to be the big bad boss when that's just not the case. You see this king's... do you see this king's face? And it's so awkward because you can see my face. Hello. He's not confident in himself. He's like... he looks sad, you know? He looks very sad for a king. So it's either you're pretending to be the King of Pentacles when you're not, and that's why you look this way, or you actually are the King of Pentacles, but you don't feel happy about it. Like there's a lot of stress or burden that comes with this position of yours, and you're like trying to save face, but you truly are miserable and hate it. But because Saturn is here, it's saying that it's like, it is a big decision. You also have Judgment earlier, because you know Saturn is again the Capricorn card, which I think the last ring I just did got Capricorn energy. Yeah, he's like, here's the thing about Saturn. He doesn't fuck around. So if he like catches you bullshitting, which in this case is what this category is, he's going to teach you a pretty like not fun lesson. Like Saturn ate his own kids, so he wouldn't hesitate on anyone else, you know what I mean? And he's very, very rigid. But on the other side, he can also be very giving if you did the work. So maybe a lot of you are saying you did the work and you didn't, or you're pretending to do the work, or you're pawning the work off on someone else. I don't know. It's like someone's not being honest here. Well, it's you, because it's under how you're bullshitting. So, yeah, you're not being honest about the money or the resources that you have, or trying to acquire something about money and resources. Just if you have something going on, like make sure you're being honest about it, because the consequences if you don't take action is Taurus and then the Queen of Pentacles. So you descend from the king to the queen. Nothing gender related, it's just the chronological order of the cards. But you have descended from king to queen, and because the Taurus card is here, it's saying that you're going to lose out on some money. You're going to lose out on some kind of deal. So make this decision wisely, because your money is at risk. So don't do anything that would drain your savings. Like don't liquidate your 401k because you fell in love with some random person the other day and you want to fund their whatever. Just make sure you have a savings account. Make sure that you are financially smart with your money. And that's also with Saturn. He's like saying that you need to take care of your money a little bit better. Maybe there's some overspending from some of you, or just kind of reckless behavior. Maybe there's some addiction or some kind of like, you know, anything physical that would be self-sabotaging. So like drugs, alcohol, all that stuff. So message from your shadow self. Cancer, I feel, and the Three of Pentacles. So I think this is saying that a lot of you need to humble yourselves. I think in the how you're bullshitting yourself and others, this is you. This is you pretending to be more equipped than you are. And if you go into this business venture promising this other person, like, oh yeah, no, don't worry, like the funds are going to come back, like we're going to invest into it and then we're going to get the money back, like that's not going to work. So you need to be very careful about this decision that you're making, okay? Because you do have money to lose. It's not a lot of money because it's from the king to the queen, but because it's a dissension, like it's going to be less. So just be very wary of like shitty business deals or like shady business partners, you know what I mean? and Cancer, I feel. So if, I see. Okay, so with Gemini here, it's saying that you need to be logical. If you are emotionally invested in something, that is not the thing to invest in, because, like, financially invest in it, because you are so driven by the idea, the passion of it, because, you know, you guys are fire signs, so you, once you get excited about something, you're like, yeah, let's do this. Let's, like, go all in. But it's not always the most practical thing. So if you want your adventure to pan out the way that you would like, you have to be logical, not emotional. And you also have to be humble. You see how he's on his knees there? And he's offering something. So it's saying don't offer more than what you have. And make sure you save more than what you offer, okay? So don't financially invest in something that you are emotionally attached to too much, too quickly. Be logical about this. Be logical. Do not be emotional. So again, the example of if your friend wants to go into business with you, but you don't want to do that, but you also don't want to hurt your friend's feelings. Hurt your friend's feelings. They'll be okay without you. Like you will both thank each other in the long run for not getting involved because you're still friends. So yeah, be logical, be smart, save more than spend. Don't say you have more than what you do. Don't fib. Don't promise anything that you can't. You know, it's like don't write checks your ass can't cash. Or don't let your mouth write checks that your ass can't cash. Is that the saying? I think that's a saying. But yeah, that's what's going on for you guys. I know that there is very little movement in the world right now. And so we try to find that movement by creating things or doing things during this time. And it can feel, especially for fire signs, I understand, like it can feel very like just, I just want to do stuff. I just want to exert my energy. Like I need to do that. But don't exert for the sake of exerting, because there is some thought and there is stuff that you need to put into this. But you have to figure out what right stuff and how much of it, because you can't, like, I don't want you to lose your positivity because it's such a great quality that you all have, but don't be so overzealous and don't be so super, super optimistic to the point where you're kind of just naive and you're not thinking about the actual financial side of things, or the contractual side of things. So do what you need to do. Like, make sure you prioritize what it is that you want in your life. Like, would you rather have the money that you might make from this business of you and your friends, or would you rather have the friendship? Like, and prioritize, like, am I able to work with friends? Am I not? But definitely, like, don't bite off more than you can chew, and don't jump into anything just because your heart tells you to. You have to use your head in this instance in September, okay? All right, Sag, have a wonderful day. I will see you next month.